takes forever. I'm not sure if anyone can see me because it's still, okay, there we are. Okay, we are live, cool. Hey guys, I apologize. I told you guys I was going to be going live at 1 o'clock today, and here I am a whole hour and a half late. But school first, sorry guys. My boys had to use my laptop for school, so school first, and here I am anyway. So I wanted to jump on here with you guys to share with you some more information regarding the Cmos Gel. A lot of you are aware of the Cmos, but not really understanding, what does it do, what is it, where it come from, how will it benefit me. Yeah, I hear about it, but I just never had it, things like that. So I wanted to jump on again and share some more value with you guys regarding the Irish Cmos. The last video I did was around the springtime last year. So yeah, we about due for an update. When we taking natural supplement, when we basically taking anything, it doesn't matter what it is, but we always want to stay updated on the latest health information or whatever kind of information that we're seeking. But it is time to do an update for the Cmos Gel. So for those of you who don't know, my name is Nicole Nicolette, non-toxic Nicolette, and I help busy moms transition into a more natural, non-toxic lifestyle using nature's gifts, such as natural supplements, changing the way we eat, changing our lifestyle. And Cmos Gel is one of the things that I incorporated into my lifestyle to try and cut down on some of the vitamins, and it's so many. It's like a large variety of health things out there, just like it is with all of this bad stuff. It's the same thing with the good stuff. It's a variety. So that's because it's out there doesn't mean that we have to take it all. What we do, we get what works for our bodies, and we stick with that and go from there. So Irish Cmos was one of the supplements that I decided to incorporate in my life. And because when I learned of Cmos through Dr. Sebi, however you say his name, I say Sebi. So everybody know who I'm talking about if you know Dr. Sebi. But anyway, when I've learned about the Cmos Gel through Dr. Sebi, and I actually learned about it because I was actually looking for an egg substitute. I was eliminating dairy product out of my eating habits, and I'm like, okay, well, what would I use? Okay, I can deal without the scrambled eggs, I can deal without the boiled eggs, but what if I need an egg to bake something? And Cmos Gel was one of the substitutes that came up. And I looked more into it and found out that it was recommended by Dr. Sebi as well. And I looked into it more, even though he did the research. But hey, you still do your research behind research, unless you want to just take stuff at face value. And again, I found out that I'm like, okay, Cmos Gel, so you can put it in smoothies, you can put it in stews. It basically takes the taste, smell, and the form of anything that you incorporate it in. So if you put it in a stew just for a thickener, or just to add so you can get the vitamins out of it, you add it to a pot of stew, you're not going to taste it unless you're just using a whole bunch, which you shouldn't. So unless you go overboard with anything, you're going to get a bad reaction. So what is Cmos? Everybody's she still ain't say what Cmos is. What is Cmos? Okay, so Cmos is a small seaweed. It's a sea algae. And it contains 92 minerals. The minerals that our body needs, our body needs 102 minerals to survive, for daily survival. So we need 102 to survive. Cmos Gel has 92 of those minerals. I'll get to you all on where the other 10 minerals are. I'll let you all know that at the end of the video. But because we need 102 minerals for daily survival, not to get full, don't get me wrong. So when I say daily survival, I'm not talking about just trying to satisfy hunger. No. As long as your body has the minerals it needs, and you have water, we're not talking about food, because a lot of people is eating to live, and you're not living to eat. So it's a big difference. So again, back to Cmos. So our body needs those vitamins for daily survival, and the Cmos also helps our body fight. It fights, it builds the immune system up. It helps ward off viruses, when you're taking it consistently. But I'm not saying like every single day for months in. You're not supposed to take anything like that. You have your little breaks in between. But it's a whole food. It's the Cmos is in whole food form. And matter of fact, I'm gonna show you guys. Oh, hold on one moment. I'm supposed to have this up. Whatever. I'm gonna keep going. So, hey April. Hey Monique girl. I had to switch back to see if anybody was commenting, because I had just my camera up. So I am showing you guys the Cmos gel. I know I've posted pics and everything, but I'm gonna show it to you live. Ugh. Okay, so this right here. This is golden Cmos. This is the form it comes in. When Cmos is pulled from the sea, they lay it out in the sun, like on site. There's no adding anything to it. There's no putting it in a machine, any of that. They pull it out of the sea, like literally. You see how it comes when it's dried. This is how it looks when it's dried. It's an actual seaweed, okay? So I'm going to show you how it looks when it's wet so you will know. This is how it looks when it's wet. It expands. Okay? So again, when it's laid out, they're laid out in the sun. They don't add any colors, no added preservatives, nothing. And how it dries, that's when the colors are formed. And this right here is me introducing you guys to my new full spectrum. And my full spectrum means multicolor. So this is dried. When it's dried, this is how it looks. Oops. So you see the different colors? This is my new full spectrum, you guys. This is the one that this is the last one since the purple Cmos. So those of you who had the purple Cmos already, you already know how good it works. So the full spectrum, yes, is the good one. They all are good, but what I mean by that, the more colorful, the more powerful as far as taste and smell and how quickly you may or may not feel. Now, everybody is different. I want to get this out the way right now, because some people would take the Cmos and say it doesn't do anything for me. First of all, if you're still eating garbage, of course it's not gonna work. So, and it may work for somebody who probably still is eating garbage, but I'm just saying, for a lot of people, you still, fill yourself with all of the processed food, and then you go take a natural substance or a natural food or a whole food and expect to get the benefits. No, because all of the preservatives that you just gobble down, they just overpower the nutrients. They just, like Pac-Man, just gobble, 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 just ate it up. So your money for that superfood was just down the drain. So yes, you may not feel the benefits right away. You may not feel the same benefits someone else felt. You may not get the benefits right away. You may not be able to tell if it's different. You have to watch yourself and observe yourself. You can't take some 1 time, 2 times, 3 times and say, oh, it's not working. You don't take your medication 1 time, 2 times, 3 times and say it's not working. You do what the doctor says, taking consistently on a daily basis as instructed. So same thing with Cmos Gel. And then you have your breaks in between. Okay, so this is the purple Cmos. I don't know if I showed you guys. For those, I have a lot of people getting the purple Cmos. This is the purple Cmos, dried. Okay, and I'm going to show the gold one more time. This is the golden Cmos. And this is my new full spectrum Cmos, which is multicolor. So you see golden, you see some purple, you see some light purple. Yeah. lavender looking colors. Yeah, so it's real pretty though. It is so pretty. Let me see. Can you all see? Can you guys see those colors? So this is Cmos, dried whole wild Irish Cmos, guys, in dried form. So, and then I showed you guys, I'm going to show you one more time how it looks when it's wet. When you soak it, it expands. It expands when you soak it. So this is what this is in. It's soaking. So I'm going to go back to sharing with you guys the benefits of what it does. So now that we know what it is, we know that it comes from the sea. We know that it contains 92 minerals, 92 of the 102 minerals that our body needs, right? So what is it good for? Good question. So it's high in vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, and vitamin D. It contains iodine, which is good for mental health. You know, it contains a lot of iron and protein. B12, that's where you're getting your energy from. So those of you who have tried the purple sea moss and felt that energy right away, that's the B12, which gives you that energy. Okay, it gives you that energy boost. So again, it also treats ulcers. Now this is like when you're taking it, not when a problem occurs. You don't wait till something occurs to start taking. No, it don't work like that. You have to start, getting the benefits now. Why wait till you get sick? That's the whole purpose of taking this like now, involving it in your life. So we want to prevent the sickness. We want to prevent the mucus buildup, So again, it's packed with potassium, and it helps the body to detoxify by drawing out a lot of heavy metals, for those who clog up a lot, and it's great for hydrating your hair, your skin. It helps with skin conditions such as eczema, psoriasis. It's just going to be a natural and non-toxic ingredient for lotions and moisturizers as well, because you can put this in your products to make natural products, to be able to apply the minerals and the vitamins topically on your skin or in your hair, So it also helps with the digestion tract, So for people who are gassy, who stay bloated, who stay cramped up, and it helps with the digestion as well. It's also go-to food for your thyroid, because like I said, it's like nature's food for thyroid support. It improves the thyroid function, and it's full of the iodine compounds that your thyroid needs. Slow down. I'm sorry, you guys. I have a habit of talking fast, and it ends up sounding like I'm speaking Spanish, which I do not know how to speak. But my tongue it just gets ahead of me. But it does have different iodine compounds that the thyroid needs. Okay, so and it helps with diabetes. Is full of fiber. And when you have diabetes, that's one of the things that your body needs. Rich, fiber-rich foods, which will help with the diabetes because of the high amounts of fiber. It regulates the blood, the glucose levels, the insulin levels. The compounds that's in the seaweed, it also reduces the factors, the inflammation and everything. So I'm dusting off the sand. So when you're ordering your Cmos gel, you want to make sure that you're getting it from a reputable manufacturer, because they would send you I almost said something. They would send you something and loaded in just phony sand. And Cmos comes, you could let me see if I can find the residue. You could tell the difference. I'll have to show you guys on another day because I've made a mess. But I will make sure that I do a video for you guys so that you can know how to choose your Cmos. If you're purchasing it raw, whether you're purchasing it raw or not, you want to make sure you know what. That's why I'm showing you guys. You want to make sure you know what you're buying, what the person you're buying from, what they use. And this is my Cmos, guys. And as you all get used to buying it and looking